Today I'm out filling the feeder. I just put 2 sacks of corn in it, put 100 pounds in it. There it is. And there, I put a little on the ground. I do every time I come out and put corn in it. But I'm using just whole corn. Get it up at Tractor Supply. It's none of that scented crud or anything. It's just plain old whole corn. There has been some activity around the feeder, you can tell. Ground's all torn up, so that's definite hog activity, wild pig, hog, whatever you want to call them. They're starting to come to it too. I know there's been a deer, or a buck, I mean. I know deer come, but there's been a buck for sure, because about 30 feet from my feeder over here, there's a tree. And this tree is actually a buck rub. It's where a buck has taken his antlers and basically shredded that tree, the bark off of it. He's marking his territory, I believe. That's kind of how they, the other bucks in the area know that, you know, this is mine, or I've been here, or whatever, you know. Yesterday I came out and cut a trail. I'll show some of that footage here in a minute, but I'm not gonna pull up here to my feeder on opening morning. I'm gonna park back down the road on another little area and walk to where I'm gonna be sitting, which I showed y'all was in the past, was it's about 100 yards from this feeder, back toward the south of where I'm at. There's a big old live oak way down there, and I've actually got a pretty clear shooting lane here that we cleared out. I'm gonna be in a pop-up blind out there, either just under that tree or just past it to the south. So anyway, I cut a trail through all this brush that's over here to this side of it, to get to it from another road. So I need to go mark the trail with some that I cut yesterday. I'm gonna mark it with I'm just gonna use duct tape for flagging. I was actually out of flagging material, so I'm just gonna try to wrap a few pieces of duct tape on some tree limbs here and there, and we'll mark it that way. All right, so hey y'all, cutting my path to get to my tree. This is the tree that I'm gonna be sitting at. I'm marking trees ever so often that I cut on the way to here with a feed sack string. I save it all the time. I actually have a lot of it, so that's what I'm using for my flag. Another string. Got that one there. So now I'm gonna head back on down the path that I cut. What I kind of did was use a trail that was already existing. There's a lot of hog activity through here. I got that zoomed in, I think, too much. But there's a trail. I don't know if you can tell the opening. It goes right through here. And I can still see that string. Let me show you. Back behind me. I'll zoom in on it. Maybe. See it right there? I can see that from where I'm at now. And you should be able to see it right up here at this next corner, at this tree right up here. What I'm going to do is hang some flagging in it right here at this corner, which would actually be an angle through the woods. All right, so hey, I marked it all with put duct tape around the limb, clamped it back to itself. You know, bigger limbs, I wrapped it a couple wraps. I was gonna film some of it, but when I got into the cat claws and stuff and was headed down the trail that I cut, I was confronted by a wild hog. Of course, I have my 9mm in my holster. There just wasn't enough time to pull the phone out, pull my pistol out, but it went like that a couple times, you know, pretty deep sounding. And I was carrying a 22 long rifle, which I chambered around before I went into the thing, because it's still warm enough there could be snakes out. So, but I popped a couple rounds into the ground while I was holding my pistol with my right hand, had the rifle in my left hand. A couple of shots into the ground. Sounded like there was several of them, but they all took off running through the cattails. I mean, not cattail, cat claw. I keep saying cattails. I'm a bass fisherman at heart. But anyway, I can kind of show you right here at the front of the trail how I did it. Wrapped some duct tape. Yesterday I put string so I could find my way today to actually put the flagging. The next one, you should be able to see it. The sun is shining. There's another piece of duct tape in that tree and string, and then it goes on around the corner. Marked one here in between that one and this one and this first one. So once I get into there, it gets, you know, let me unlatch my holster again. I'll walk back in here a little ways. But like I say, you can see duct tape, because it shines. And see, if you got a headlamp on, or if it's dark, you'll be able to, you know, catch it with your headlamp. Anyway, it's probably, I don't know, 150 yards, 200 yards through all this stuff. The next one you can see right there on that tree limb, some more duct tape. So that means I'm gonna hit that tree. I'm gonna turn, go down that direction. Should be able to see another duct tape down there. Right there. That duct tape up there, the trail will actually turn back to my right, and it just does that all the way through there. I cut the trail about 4.5 to 5 feet wide, because I'll be toting that chair blind and my rifle when I'm going into the spot to sit. So I have to, let me put this pistol back in the holster. But that's what just in case the piggies showed up, that's what I was gonna at least try to slow them down with. Anyway, I did that all the way to that oak tree where I was showing you where I'm gonna be sitting. And that way the guy can find his way in the dark. Or, you know, if you sit there till after dark, you want to be able to find your way back to your truck. Because once you get into those cat claws, man, it's like you know, of course there's a lot of trails where the cattle have gone, and where other critters, hogs, coyotes, I'm sure everything, you know, they all use those same trails. So anyway, got that done. Heading over now to feed 4 cows that we got over on a little small pasture, and then I'm gonna call it a day. All right, thank y'all for watching. I want to ask you to please like and subscribe and become part of the herd. Till next time. Whoop, whoop.